Welcome students to the series of the Project Risk Management series of lectures. Today we are going to create a decision tree for quantitative risk analysis. This is the example which is shown in the slides we already discussed in our theory class, and it uses the issue of which projects an organization might pursue. So suppose from our opening case, the Cliff Branch firm was trying to decide if it should submit a proposal for project 1 or project 2, or both projects, or maybe neither project. So the team could draw a decision tree with two branches, one for project 1 and another is for project 2. So the firm could then calculate the expected monetary value to help make this decision. So as you see, this example in our theory class, we did manually, and we calculate the EMV outcome. So for example, for the project number 1, we have the probability of, winning is 20%, and if we win this project bid, we can earn $300,000, right? But the probability of losing this project is 0.8, 80%. So if we lose this project, so the efforts and the time and the other things we invest in preparing for the bid of the project number 1, it will be minus $40, the dollar value. Similarly, for the project 2, we have three probabilities, like 2 for these negative signs means that these are the probabilities, the risk probability of losing the project. So 20% probability of losing, and it cost us minus $50,000, minus 0.1 means the 10% of losing, it cost us $20,000. And there is a 70% probability, the chance that we can earn or we can win the project number 2 bid. And if we get this project number 2, we can earn $60,000. So these are the estimates, the dollar estimates for that. And with these calculations, after this, we calculate the EMV for project number 1. What we did, we get the sum of all these cost dollar values, and the final value you can see here for the project number 1 after all these calculations is $28,000, and for the project number 2 it is $30,000. So as per our discussion that the EMV value is if it is more positive, then it is better. So here both the values are very close to each other. So we interpret the results that the EMF value is positive for both projects 1 and 2. So Cliff's firm would expect a positive outcome for each project and could bid maybe for both the projects. Or maybe if it had to choose between the two projects, perhaps because of limited resources or any other issue, the Cliff's firm should bid on project number 2 because it has a higher EMF. So this is the manual calculation we discussed in our previous class. Now today we are going to perform this by the drawing or creating the decision tree in Excel. So for this you need to download and add in Excel. So let's start. First you need to go to the Google, and from there you go to the Google and write YBN tree plan. So click on when you get the results, click on this GitHub link. So when you click on this GitHub link, it will take you to another window. Here you can see this green button written with the code. So click on this small arrow next to the code and download the zip folder. So when you download it, extract the files from the zip folder and then open your Excel sheet. So I already did it. So I'm taking you directly to the Excel sheet. Here we go with the Excel sheet. This is the Excel sheet. Now, when you are at the Excel sheet, go to the file and click options. Here on the option window on the left hand side, you can find add-ins. Click add-ins. Another window will be popped up for you. So here you can see at the bottom, manage Excel add-ins, and Go is there. Click this Go button. Another window will be there, and here you can browse and get the file of tree plan which you extracted. Tree plan master. This is the extracted file by treeplan.xlm. You have to select this file. I'm not selecting because I already did it. And then make sure that you have to check for solver add-ins and the analysis toolpath. Then click OK. I'm not clicking OK, I'm directly closing this window because already I have done. When you close this window, then close your Excel sheet also and then reopen. When you reopen your Excel sheet, you will find the tree plan is now the part of your ribbon, right? Click this tree plan and you find the menu for the tree plan. So the example we just discussed, theoretically, we are going to draw the decision tree for that. So I'm clicking here first, new. And when you click this new, so it gives you some options. You need to choose the number of branches you need. In our case, we have to find out the values. We have to evaluate 2 projects. So I'm going with 2 branches, with tree with 2 branches. So here you can see the tree is, the basic structure of the tree is there. So we will make it more meaningful. We are doing it for projects. So this is my project 1, this is my project 2. Okay. At this point, you have to go to this option and you see here the 2 things are there. Themes, I will talk about theme later on. Decision node choice. Now, what these decision nodes are there? Are you doing it for maximizing the profits to know the value for the maximized process, or you want to minimize the cost? According to our example, we want to know which project will give us more profit. So we'll go with this maximized profits, but you can do it for minimizing cost as well as it based on your problem and your requirements. Okay. After that, next here, this is you need to understand here. This square is shape is actually the decision node, right? When we provide the values over here, when we add the probabilities here, so the decision node will give us the appropriate decision on the basis of the EMB value, right? So what to do? We need to add the probabilities, right? So next here, when I click it here, in the node value, I'm going to add the event node or the probability node, right? So what it is actually the change to event, and is actually the estimate the probabilities or the chances of the events occur, right? So when I click it, how many? For the project 1, I have 2 probabilities, 20% probability for winning and 80% probability for losing the project number 1. So I need 2 branches. When I click this 2 branches, wait. So now the chances, now you can see the shape is in the circle. So this is for the probabilities. This is the chance shape or the probability shape. So event 1 here again, make it more meaningful. So for, I will say the earn probability is 20%. And what is the dollar value, the cost value for this? If we will earn $3,000 over here. Similarly, the 80% probability for losing this project, right? And the dollar value is minus 40,000, right? So this is for the first project. Now you see, this is the 28,000 EMV value or available here at the decision node. Because we have at the moment, we just provide the values for the first, we can say the project. We have to do it for our second project as well, right? So for the second project, what we can do in the same way, which we did for our project number one. Like we can go to the node part and we can change it to the event. We can add the event node for the probabilities. But we can do it more in another way also. So I want to show you, it's up to you the way you can do it. So what I do, I go here and select this node. And here when I select it, then go to this copy paste part, click it, and move here for the project node 2, paste this subtree. Okay, the subtree of this is second subtree with for the second project is also there, but for the second project we have 3 probabilities, so we need one more branch. So here where I can, in the branch part, I can click add branch. So I have the subtree appears for the project 2, and I need to update the probabilities, right? So for the second project, the losing the second project, first probability is 0.2, and the dollar value, since it is loosed, so the dollar value should be in minus, and it was 50,000, right? For the second probability is the 10% chance also for the losing. And if we lose it, the dollar value will be 20,000. The winning probability or earning is 70%. I will write here. And the dollar value is 60,000. Okay. Here, one thing I again repeat, like the sum of the probabilities should be equal to 1, right? Here, 0.2, 0.1, 0.7, all sum up and it will be equal to 1. Similarly, for our project number 1, the sum of the probabilities 0.2 plus 0.8 is 1. It is very important. Now you can see, girls, over here, when you are doing this, when you complete this, here you can see the decision is 30,000, means the EMV value for the project number 2 is higher, right? So this is what we did manually in our example as well. So as you can see, the EMV for project number 1 is $28,000 and for project number 2 is $30,000 here, and the decision was in favor of project number 2 because the EMB provides an estimate for the total dollar value of a decision. So you want to have a positive number. Both the projects are providing the positive numbers, but higher the EMB, it is the better. That's why the final decision is select the EMB value for the project number 2. So in our case, we see the EMB is positive for both the project number 1 and 2. So the cliff firm would expect a positive outcome for each of the project, and they can, as I tell you, they can could bid for both the projects, right? Or in any case or any situation, they don't go for both the projects. They don't want to go for both the projects. They can select the project with the higher EMB, which is project number 2 in our case, right? So this is how we can create the EMB value. So we can make it more presentable. So how we can do it, go to the options. And for the themes, by default, it's a traditional default theme. But if I go for the colorful theme, now you can see here, it is more better. And you see this yellow square is actually this decision note, right? That the project 2 is better because it has a higher EMV value. These green circles, you can see they are the decision, and these are the chance or probability notes. And you see that when I add these chance notes, the change of events, then I have to provide the probabilities with the dollar values. Finally, these are the blue ones are the terminal nodes, right? Because we don't have any more branches, but this is the indication that these are the final branches. But if I want to add more, I can add more, right? So this is all about our creating a decision tree in Excel. It's very easy. And finally, you can save after creating this, tree in Excel, you can save it for your future reference, and you can create a PDF out of it for downloading, right? So for this, you can go to the file and you can click export, create PDF, and publish it. So here you go for your PDF. So this is all about our today's um, creating the decision tree. Everything is clear, I hope. So we are stopping.